Today's review is going to be on another group of engines. This is a group of 5 engines, which I like to call the Magic Railroad set. So you have Thomas the Tank Engine, Lady, Sputter, Dodge, and the man himself, Diesel 10. Now, there's also Mr. Conductor, which is just a conductor figure painted up. And I had Mr. Conductor, but I do not know where he is. I've lost him years ago. He's the only Ertl I've lost. If you look at my Ertl Thomas trailers episode, my first Ertl Thomas trailer, you'll see him, I believe, in the background for maybe 2 seconds. Anyway, let's get started. So this is just the standard Thomas. I probably don't need to go over him very much, but one of the nicest Thomas toys in existence, in my opinion. My favorite is actually the pullback Thomas. It's the one I use in videos. You can see him in the background just there. That's my favorite Ertl Thomas. That one and the sticker face. But the normal Thomas is very, very nice. The Ertl Thomas is a must-have for any Thomas collector, in my opinion. And yeah, the paint is really nice. He looks a bit short, but that's alright. That's why I got the pullback one, because it's a bit taller. But you know, you got the nice red running board in the face, and he should be dated 85. Yeah, 1985. So yeah, I figured I'd throw Thomas in here. So there he was. Next up is Lady, which is one of the best Ertls that Ertl has produced. Now, one thing I will point out, which I don't hear many people point out, is she's very, very, very light. Only this. I don't even think the cab is. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't jump to conclusions. It might be. Actually, I think that this part is metal. That's plastic, and all the rest is plastic. So she doesn't have very much metal on her. She has enough, but not very much metal on her. So, overall, she looks really nice. I like the way that this is done. The valve gear, the piston, and the face is very nice on her. There's just a little chip on her eyebrow I'll probably go in and fix. And this is probably the most accurate Lady model you can come across, or that you could come across. You know, Ertl's discontinued now, but yeah, she's dated 2001, so a year after the film was released. And there's room in the cab and whatever, if you want to put a crew in there. So yeah, I've seen her converted to an HO runner quite a bit, and she usually looks pretty good if they don't mess up on the chassis. Now, I've just reviewed Sputtering Dodge in a different video, but I'll go over them real fast. I'll review them at once because they're both Class 08 shunters. They share the same body. Their faces are slightly different. Well, not slightly, but I think that if you cover up that part, the top of their face looks pretty similar. But one says Splatter, one says Dodge. One is supporting a purple and gray color scheme, while the other one is an olive greenish and gray color scheme. Splatter, Dodge, they both have this sort of effect where it looks like black paint has kind of been splattered on them, which is really cool. Back, nothing much. Now, the dates are actually different under these. His is 2001, like Lady's, so a year after the film was produced. And Dodge is actually 1999, which is a year before the film was produced. So I've always found that kind of interesting. Last up, the man himself, Diesel 10, which I actually have a second one of. And he's blurred out back there, but he's back there. So here's one of the Diesel 10s. This one's in better condition than the other one. The other one just has a bent buffer beam. So quite a menacing face. I really like the face on this Diesel 10. He's very, very long. He's longer than he normally is. And he should, like, this model has 18 wheels, which is a lot. He should only have, I believe, 8 wheels? Yeah, because you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This model has 18. 18? Is that right? Oh, 16. He has 16 wheels, I'm sorry. He has 16. And he has this claw. Unfortunately, it doesn't move. Every time my friends come over, they want to move the claw. I'm like, no, the claw doesn't move, and it's a bit of a disappointment, honestly. They could have made it move, I think. I mean, I could probably make it move. Since I have 2, I might go into one of these. Get this claw to move somehow, because I think it'd be really cool. he's kind of the wrong color. He's kind of more of an olivey green with a like olivey greenish brown color than, you know, pretty much just brown, which is not a shame. It's just kind of odd. And like Sputtering Dodge has this black paint like sprinkled effect on him for some reason. Yeah, there's not much with Diesel 10. He's actually very detailed. And for trivia, I'm not gonna. Well, actually, I will get him out. Actually, he's just back here. Diesel 10 is actually just a modified and a repaint of D199. I've just noticed his back coupling's coming loose. Oh well, I'll fix that. He's actually just a repaint of him. Like, if I stack them up here, it's just a repaint. Which is a bit unfortunate, but it doesn't bother me very much. So it's alright. And that was my review on the Thomas and the Magic Railroad set, as I'd like to call it. And these characters are very, very special because they're from the first Thomas movie and the Thomas movie I grew up with. And I know that Thomas and the Magic Railroad film is often put down by a lot of users, but it stays true to my heart, and I love Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And I'll just point out, if you, I'm just gonna add this in real fast. She's a bit tall, so if you want to do like a reenactment or something, they're hard to find and they're expensive usually, but go buy a pullback Thomas or a sticker face Thomas because they're a bit taller. This normal Thomas is a bit short, so he looks a bit shorter than Lady and just looks a bit odd. So anyway, that was my review on the Magic Railroad set. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I recommend picking all these up, although Diesel 10 can get expensive, so I would be careful picking them up. Him and Lady can get expensive. So, like and subscribe. James Final 5 signing out.